be in centimeters. So then for that we'll have a conversion factor. For example, if you want to see that, okay, let's assume that, okay, inch to centimeters. What happened? It's not a Google. Okay, if you can see, 1 inch equal to 2.54 centimeters. Let's assume that, okay, we will have a, let's assume that, okay, 65 inches. Okay. So if the 65 inches is nothing but 165 centimeters, okay. Let's assume that, okay, 79 inches. Okay, this is a very huge height. I think we don't have 79. So very commonly we'll get that some 70, okay. Yeah. So this is a 177 centimeters. What we did here, so the conversion factor would be the 2.54. The multiply the length we value would be by 2.54. It means 1 inch equal to 2.54 centimeters. This is the conversion factors. Likewise, each and every test will have the different units. So there will be a conversion factor 1 unit to another unit. Okay, that is what we will have in the conversion factors. Okay, so whenever we have the conversion factors for any particular domains, okay, so very commonly in the lab, okay, so we have to where is that? Oh my god, oh, 1 second. Okay, so whenever we have the original results and the standard results somewhat different, then we have to convert the original results to the standard results by using the conversion factors. But in the vital signs, it will not really required. I mean, more 99% it's not required, but only LB will be required. So if the both originals and the character results are on the same units, then your original results also you can map to the one-to-one mapping for the character results and then numeric results. Okay, then next VSSTR ESU, the original standard results units. Okay, so the next VS start and the VS reason. Okay, so as I said, whenever its start is captured, then the reason also will capture. In the CRF, okay, were the vitals are captured, okay, yes or no? This is one of the question. So if this is yes, then the what kind of test is captured, the results and the units and then test CD and date will capture. If it's no, means not done. The vitals is not captured for the particular subject. So then the VS start is equal to not done. And then why it was not done, the reason would be mapped into the this one. Okay. So the status and the reason. VS location, VS LOC, the location of the vitals measurements. Okay. So in the which body part of this they have taken. For example, okay. So the blood pressure is taken for the arm. Okay. Laterality is nothing but what I said in yesterday also. Somewhat this is the right, left, bilateral. So the which is that the lateral. Then the VSBLFL. Okay. So the which is this is the one of the important variables in all finding domains. VSBLFL is that, okay. Baseline flag is that particular variable. Okay. So the baseline flag is nothing but the VSBLFL, vital signs baseline flag. So it means what is the baseline flag is that, okay. So it will commonly derive in the all finding domains. So if it's LB, LBBLFL, it's a VS, VFBLFL, if it's a EG, EGBLFL. Okay. So 1 second. Okay. For the baseline flag, we have a definition. Remember, latest non-missing value prior to the treatment. Okay. So baseline flag is nothing but, okay, I'll type it here. So the latest non-missing value prior to treatment. So the latest non-missing value prior to the treatment is the baseline flag definition. So here, what is latest, what is non-missing value prior value, that we have to check. So if you know that in the finding domains, the tests are captured multiple times based on the visits. Okay. So let's assume that the vital signs were captured in the 5 times in a study. So for example, the screening visit happened minus 14 days to minus 1, and then day 1 is the visit 1, and then day 2 is the visit 2, or something like that, and so on. Okay. Now, the screening visit minus 14 is a very initial enroll day. They have captured all the vitals. And then they have captured the just before taking to the drug. Okay. So it means before treatments, how many times vitals captured? 2 times. So after treatment, that we cannot consider a baseline values. The baseline is somehow the individual test related before taking into the drug. What is the standard value for the particular test? Okay. So now we have 2 records for the particular test, each and every test for the prior to treatment in this scenario. So then we are saying that the latest non-missing value, your result should not be missing. Whichever the record you have creating the baseline flag, the result should not be missing. Latest means what I said prior to treatment, how many records we have. That is the latest means the recent value, which is close to before taking to the treatment, that we can consider as a baseline flag. Okay. So that's why we are saying the latest non-missing value prior to treatment, we can consider it as a baseline flag. So what is this? How we are going to derive everything, we are going to discuss in detail in programming specification writing. Okay, but now you just remember these definitions. Okay, so is that clear? You have any questions?
Clear, sir.
Okay, great. So the next is the VSD or VFL. So the derived flag. Okay, if there are any variables is derived, that flag we can, that particular record we can put it as a derived flag. Why? For example, let's say the baseline flag only. This is the derived value. There we can put this value as a Y. Okay. The next visit num and the visit divide. In the finding domains, these variables will be must and should present. Visit num, visit divide. Why? Because all the assessments, now which is nothing but test, all this will be based on your visits only. So this will planned in the protocols. Okay. Vitals is going to capture screening, visit 1, visit 4, visit 5. Lab is going to capture is in the visit 1 screening and the visit 6. Let's assume ECG will be captured each and every visit. So something like that they will plan. So it means which of the records is which visit they have captured, that have to we keep it. So visit num is nothing but the particular visit numeric number. Okay, as I said, that's 10, 20, 30, 40. We can give it based on the trial visits. Visit is nothing but that particular visit name. Visit 1, visit 2, visit 3, or visit 1 day 1, visit 2 day 2, visit 2 day 3, or cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4. Depends, whatever the naming convention of a visit, that's fine. That comes from the protocol. But that will be going to map it here in the visit. Visit device is nothing but based on the protocol, they will plan that, okay, this is the study is going to be conducted in 1 year, let's assume. Okay. So the day, with respect to the day 1, minus 14 days is the screening visit. From there, so many visits. I mean, first, okay, visit 1 will be happen in 1 week, and the visit 2 will happen on the after 2 weeks. Visit 3 will happen on the after 2 weeks. So likewise, we will have the different time points, time intervals for the particular visit. So based on the plan, how many days for the particular, for example, with respect to the days, if we can say the whatever we are going to compare or capture the day 1 with respect to the. So for example, visit dy in that case for the screening visit is a minus 14. For the visit 1 is the visit dy is a 1. So for example, visit 2 is that after 1 week means it's a 7. Visit 3 is after 2 weeks means it's a 14. So that is the planned day. But actual that might be vary, that will comes under SV, subject visits. Then next VSDTCD, vital signs capture date, assessment date. Then we have the date, right? Obviously we should have the VSD, vital signs capture date. So this is with respect to the, as I said, it is going to compare with your RFST DTC and then derive it. Then next, this is the time point, VSTPT. And the which time point is, for example, okay, so the pre-dose, post-dose, 2 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours. This is the time points. So the time point related, each and every time point will have one numeric number, that is the VSTPT num. So this is the elapsed time, VSELTM. So planned elapsed time for your time point reference. Okay. As I said, for example, this is the minus PT 15 minutes, means minus means prior to drug. So it means this is the vitals is captured and the minus PT 15 minutes means before taking to the drug, 15 minutes prior this record is taken. And this assessment is happened. For example, PTHH, after taking the drug 8 hours, this one. So this is the elapsed time. This is already we discussed in some of other domains. Then VS TPT ref and VS RFT DTC. This is the time point reference, which is nothing but the previous visit, previous dose, previous meal, whatever it may. That particular time point reference date, it will come here. Okay. So these are the TPT ref and then RFT DTC. So these are the results. These are the variables we'll have in the finding domains. What kind of variables we have? Like, along with your all identifiers, we have the test CD, categories, position, results, units, okay, and then baseline flag, date, and the visit, and then time points. That's it. You should remember all these variables, naming convention. This will be repeated for all your finding domains. The only one thing will be differ, use this prefix. For example, VS, LB, EG, okay. So that will be changed. For example, if this is the VS ORRES, LB ORRES, VG ORRES, okay. So these are the based on your domain, it will be captured. Okay. So that's it for your vital signs. If you can see here, for example, this is one of the example for the vital signs. So this is the subject and the vital signs domain, and then study name, test CD is the SysBP, DIBP, temperature, height, weight, okay. And then that particular test, okay, systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, pulse, temperature, weights. So this one, and then position of the particular vital signs, okay, sitting and then standing. What is the result? Original results, okay. So this is BP is the 154, okay. SysBP is 152 for this subject, okay, and this record. And then this is the results. MMHG is for the this one, okay. So this is the pulse rate, beats per minute. So this is temperature is a centigrade, okay. So this is the weight is a kg, height in the centimeters. So this one, okay. Sometimes, so this, if you can see this stressy and stressen, okay. So if you can see this, okay, this is the record temperature is original result captured in the 97.16. This is foreign heat. Any questions? Sorry, I don't have any question. Can you put your mic on mute? Okay. So if you can see, generally the temperature is captured here in the, for example, these two records is captured in degrees. But if you can see, this record is captured in Fahrenheit, 97.16. But when it comes to the original results, these are the two difference. But when it comes to the standard results, this Fahrenheit is converted into the centigrade. So if you can see, this original results are 97.16. Standard results numeric and character are 936.2. And then standard results units are the centigrade. This is what the conversion factor, what I have explained. Okay. And then the status, if there are any record not done, then what is the reason? Submit.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
It is mute, sir. How much time it has got? I mean,
just now. Just now, 10 seconds.
Okay, fine then. Okay. Yeah. So if I say this, the temperature is captured is a 97.16 in Fahrenheit. Generally, it is captured for the previous records 34. So, but the standard results for the temperature is the degrees. So this, when we convert to the Fahrenheit to centigrades, okay. If you can see, this is 36.2 is the standard results. This is the original results. So the original results is Fahrenheit, and then standard results is Celsius, okay, degrees, okay. Then this is the location arm, and then lateral to left, and then VSBLF is Y, and wherever is the direct flag is Y. And then visit num 1, 2, and then visit is the baseline visit 2, and then visit device, this is as per the protocol, and then VSDT is the when it's captured. VSDY is the this is captured based on the your RF or FSTDTC comparison. Then TPT and then TPT num. Okay, so the baseline and then this is the original. This is the TPT num. Okay, so this is the vital sense data set looks like. So is that clear? Or have you any questions?
Sir, what is the difference between visit and visit device, sir? VSDY.
So visit DY is nothing but okay, as per protocol, this is visit is going to happen on this day. They'll say that. Baseline is they are saying that it's a day 1. So for a visit to it's happen on 35 days. I mean after baseline visit this day 1, next after 35 days it's supposed to start on visit 2.
Yes,
so this is as per planning. But this is somehow VS day is that okay, the vital sense is captured on the which day. Okay. So that is particular. Okay. If you can see this, okay, this is actually it's a day 1, and then this is planned for 35 days, but is actually happened on the 33th day. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So is there any other questions? So if no questions, okay, please go and read this vital sense domain and its assumption.